Now we're unmuted. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Respect the Line. Live here from the Chicharro Club in Vaughan, Ontario, Canada. We have a live audience in front of us mocking us. How you doing, Danny?
It's like the Canadian Respect the Line.
Yeah, we called it Respect the D-Line last time, but no D-Line this weekend.
No D-Line, open.
No D-Line.
No D-Line.
Open tournament.
Let's go.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Our first Canadian Open rules, or as they call it here, half rules.
Half rules.
Half rules. We only play half rules.
Quarter, but yeah.
So, first up, I think this show will keep it pretty short and sweet, but if I can remember how my buttons work. No, not that one. Empire Cup event number 3 on Saturday at the Tokelana Club. I was looking at the Empire Cup document here. It looks like, according to this, I think there's 24 Empire Cup squads competing in this tournament. They have capacity, they're using all 15 courts there. That'll be nice outdoor tournament. I don't know how the weather is going to be, but with the 15 courts they were accepting up to 64 teams, I don't know how many they ended up getting. I don't think it was close to that. I think it was somewhere in the 40s maybe.
It might have been, it looked like 50, 52. I think it was more than 48 though.
More than, oh yeah?
Yeah. How many Empire Cup teams are playing? How many doubles?
There's 24. Well, listed here is 25, but our team is listed twice, and we only have one squad. So according to this, there's 24 Empire Cup double squads. We actually just accepted a 17th Empire Cup team, and we're cutting off registration now because the season's already underway, and every time now that we accept another team. Accepting the 17th team was an ordeal because of playoffs. So playoffs were set up to allow us to do 16 teams in one day, with like a baseball, similar to pretty much, like baseball, basketball, or it's series. So like the bottom 8 teams play in the first round of the playoffs, the best of 3 series, and they move on. They play the next, 5 through 9? No. Yes. No. 5 through 8. Those winners play 5 through 8, and then those winners move on to the next round. They play the 1 through 4
So the
seeds.
4 seeds will get the buys. Kind of that's similar to like a Big Ten tournament, like basketball.
Similar to a lot of sports, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're trying to do something that actually makes sense as like a cohesive season that like feeds into playoffs rather than having the playoffs just be another tournament, So anyways, we had that set up for 16. We just accepted a 17th team from our first fully Connecticut team. That's pretty cool, from the Ponte Landolfo Club. So happy to have them on board, but it doesn't look like, according to my top secret document here, I don't think they're playing in this event. So they're going to be starting 3 events behind. But anyways, we'll take a quick look at our standings. This is how we stand through the first 2 events. You can see the most results. So you can get multiple results per event because the teams are 6-person rosters, and most of the events are doubles events, except for when we play at the venues with 2 courts, then we're doing 4-person teams for those tournaments. But you can see like Rock Cigar, they've got 4 results already because they got 3 results from the last tournament. Same thing with Holly. They got 3 results out in Lockport. So those top 10 overall results after the regular season is done is what's going to count towards the standings here, which will then feed into the playoffs. There will also be some payout for the regular season finishes. So you can see Rock Cigar leading the pack so far.
Who's on Rock Cigar, Michael?
Rock Cigar is captained by Nico Fox. Let's see if I can remember. Oh, I got it right here, actually. Rock Cigar is Nico Fox, Bernie Colangelo, Dave, a.k.a. Sid Scatia, Natale Scala, Felice Scala, and Mario Scala. So,
not a bad squad.
Yeah, no shocker. No shock that they're off to a 31-11 start. Pretty decent. See, our second best record is mathematically, percentage-wise, is probably Tocolano number 7, 18-8. And they would have to go, 13-3 to tie their record. So, I believe every team except for Vision and Bocce Social are not competing this weekend because they'll be here. Exactly. Vision is the Canadian team, Toronto 777 guys, captained by Pat Pezin, and then Bocce Social is Mike Lisi's team out of Franklin Square, Long Island, who are also, like we said, like Frank said, they're here this weekend. So we'll have some updated standings for you after that. Unfortunately, of course, we won't be able to broadcast that event because we'll be here. But it's that's that. So, Danny, big news.
Right. So for those that don't know, we've been getting a lot of questions after the announcement of the Chicago Bocce League about why aren't we doing one in Ohio and PA, and the rumors are true. We are going to be doing the Ohio Bocce League, visioned by myself, Matt Taylor, and you, Michael. This is something that, we've all talked about for such a long time, and probably little to the public's knowledge that, we were working together to understand what the best way to be able to broadcast 2 different bocce leagues throughout the country. And I'm just so excited to be able to do a semi-pro league in the Ohio, PA area. We've so many talented players to be able to showcase their stories, showcase their background. And it's going to be a lot of fun to be doing it on the BBN, and really with the separate league being run, that's not the same league. It's different, the Chicago Bocce League. But to be able to have 2 different leagues launching on the same year allow us both to be able to get all the buzz, all the generation of excitement, and be utilizing for the viewers that want this sort of content. Being able to do it in a professional manner with standings, statistics, owners, of true broadcast each and every day for the event, yourself in Chicago, myself here in Ohio with Matt. I couldn't be happier, and all the hard work, that Matt, yourself, and I put into this. Just excited to see it go. So we're launching here. We're ready to rumble.
So the basics of the league, we're going to have 6 teams. Similar in a lot of ways to the Chicago League, but like you said, Danny, we're going to do a few things differently for a couple reasons. One, because there's some things that make sense to do in Ohio that don't necessarily make sense to do in Chicago. And then also, it's a chance to, see what works best, to kind of try a couple different things, see which one we like better and which one, the audience likes, the audience prefers, and take elements from each and continue to evolve. So the basics of it is we're going to, in the inaugural season, which is going to run pretty much concurrent with the Chicago League, starting in, Ohio starts the week after, scheduled to start the week after Chicago. So the rollout schedule is staggered a little bit in that way too, with the franchise applications and the draft and the player signups and all that stuff too. And then the Ohio League will go just a little bit longer a little bit later than Chicago. And it is a little bit longer because there's the same amount of regular season matches, but we're playing fewer per week. But there's also fewer teams. So the basics is there's going to be 6 teams in the first season, 6 franchises, 6 independently owned franchises. So those will be available to claim. There will be an application process there for people who are interested in owning a semi-pro bocce team. And those 6 teams, it's going to be 4-person walk. So each team is going to have a roster of 7 players. We're going to draft 42 players. Each team will have 4 starters. Every match will be broadcast. The plan now is to do 2 matches per week for Ohio, both on the same day. So back-to-back. Plan right now is Tuesday nights, 2 matches. So that'll be 4 teams will play each week. So over the course of a 10-week regular season, every team will play 7 times in 7 of those weeks and have 3 off weeks. And this allows us, like Danny was saying, to be able to broadcast every match and to have things, organized in a way that's complementary with the Chicago League too. So as each league gains viewers and sponsors and all that good stuff, it all just kind of feeds off of each other. And because the season is only 10 weeks or so, then we're able to learn pretty quickly and then use those things that we learned for the next season.
Well, I think what's important is we're gonna vet out and get the right 6 owners, because you're not only owning a franchise for that season, you're basically getting a stake in the league, right? You're going to be part of the revenue sharing program. And the reason why we wanted to have 4 teams per night, so they could be a little bit easier of a travel schedule for those that are coming in from PA or coming in from Cleveland, because we're going to open this up to whoever wants to be able to travel in. You'll be able to get more of that information on the website, both about owning a team and also playing on a team. I'll also be running the day-to-day of the league. So I'll be there announcing. We're going to have referees. We're going to have other people if you're interested in getting a role to be able to help support, whether it's reffing, we're helping manage, helping keep statistics. We're looking for those that want to be part of this, because we really think this is to be the next in being able to really uniform the game. And also create an exciting product that's going to play well on TV. So, we're excited. I know Matt, who's he's out there at IMBS and doing a lot of the stuff for their big 2-person won the doubles tournament this weekend. Matt and I are extremely excited. And for those that are locally, in the Ohio, PA area that want to learn more, please reach out to Matt or I. If you have any questions, you can also reach out to Michael. We're going to have the website up. I know, Michael, you're going to be, it's OhioBocceLeague.com. So you can be able to take a look for more information. But, please ask questions. There's going to be a lot to learn. Like Michael said, in the first year, we're willing to be able to adapt, to be able to grow, and excited to see this vision get put onto paper and then eventually be put on camera.
So, OhioBocceLeague.com. A lot of your questions can be answered on there. It's a pretty comprehensive list of FAQs. And also, this means the draft registration is officially open. So that's available.
I actually have the first person that wants to apply sitting right next to me. You want to take a look? Luciano Catullo said Nico Foxy may be captaining the other team, but at 12 years old, he wants to be able to play too.
There you go. Beautiful.
So we're excited. Anybody, any gender, anybody that wants to travel in 2 out of 3 weeks, whether you live in Canada PA, Ohio, wherever, St. Louis, you want to fly in, come on in, Nikima. Come on in, Danny. We want you here. Hopefully as we grow the league, it's going to be something that people are going to want to travel in for and be able to play. But I think we have already a lot of buzz around this and just excited to put this out there, Michael.
For sure. Been looking forward to being able to share what we've been working on for a while. So, yeah, OhioBocceLeague.com. A lot of info on there. You can find it on Facebook and Instagram too. What do those looks mean, Frankie?
I don't know.
We're getting heckled by the players on the court.
That's because you're not talking about extreme. You got to talk about the extreme.
They heard Ohio, I think.
They're like, get rid of Ohio. Pat Peasant was playing in Copper last night. Now he's back in Canada.
I saw that.
I'm playing with this partner, Anthony Cap, in a mixed league game at Lorenzino's here tonight, where we're going to be hosting the league this year, by the way. And, he goes 2-0 over there. Now he's back in Canada playing open rules. This guy's everywhere.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. If I had a car as nice as Pat's, I'd probably drive around every tournament just to watch.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, Facebook and Instagram, and the website is OhioBocceLeague.com. Much more to come on that in the coming weeks. But, yeah, there you go. There you have it. So, Danny, is this where you leave us? We go on to our Canadian conversation?
Me and Luch got to go back to league.
Yeah, gotta go. Go make a highlight reel, Luch. Submit it to some of our franchise owners.
He's in. Thanks for having us on. Good luck, Frankie.
Thanks, Lob.
Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Luch. See you guys. All right. Next up, as soon as I find it, the Extreme Bocce League Tournament of Champions, Frankie.
Yes, sir. 8th annual.
So, where do we start?
Okay, I don't know. Maybe back information about us. Yeah.
What's the backstory of this tournament?
The backstory. Well, we've been Extreme, for those of you who don't know Extreme, which I'm sure most of you do. You see us travel to a lot of tournaments there, but we've been running a Open Rec Bocce League. This is our 10th year. Just completed our 10th season, and this will be our 8th annual Tournament of Champions. And last year we switched format to go gold and silver. Gold being more competitive edge players, silver more recreational. This year, same format, just we got rid of the time limit. So we operate on a time limit here, time clock, let's say. So our silver division is 25-minute games to 11 points, or 25 minutes, whichever comes first. And gold will just be straight to 12 points this year.
Is that okay? What was the time limit last year? Just out of curiosity.
40 minutes for gold. Yeah.
That was probably finished, what, most of the games?
Most of the games, yeah. Closer ones, obviously not, but yeah.
So what this is the first, and actually I think this is the only open rules, what we would call, in the States, we call open rules, what the Canadians call half rules, tournament that I'm aware of in Canada.
Yep, you're right.
So what inspired you to just host an open tournament?
Yeah, our league, right? So our league is basically open, minus Backwell Dead, obviously. Mm-hmm. And we now started in our league something we call advanced, which any players who are wanting to go the PRV route, we have an advanced league for them. But we house 32 teams here on a Wednesday night, so every Wednesday, 30 weeks out of 52. So
32 teams?
32 teams on a Wednesday night.
In one night?
In one night.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are we going to see some fresh faces tomorrow in the gold division? I would imagine quite a few in the silver.
Yeah, so in silver, it's mostly local teams. In silver, off the top of my head, I know in silver, Cleveland Bocce Club has 2 teams in silver. which is the Bocceaholics.
Oh yeah.
And and in gold, it's usually the same faces here. Your first time here. But 28 teams in gold this year. It's our biggest tournament to date. 28 in gold, 16 in silver.
How many of those
Are Americans?
Yeah, in gold, how many are?
So I don't the numbers off the top of my head I don't know, but in total there is 44 Americans here this weekend.
Does that equal 22 teams?
Yeah,
or
I
no?
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just about half. That is half.
Yeah, it's
right?
half. Yeah, see.
It's quick math. Did you want to go through the brackets a little bit?
I think Jimmy sent
did
it
you
to
send
you.
them to me?
I think Jimmy sent it to you.
Let's see. Which email would you?
No, I think he WhatsApped you.
Oh, he WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I can pull it up on my phone then. If I can find WhatsApp. So the basic chat backup off. Your phone number is no longer registered. I haven't used WhatsApp. I gotta set up WhatsApp again. Basics of the tournament.
Yep.
Starting tomorrow at 5. We expect to go until about midnight-ish.
Probably. Yep. With the no time, it's looking close to midnight. Depends how fast the games run, but
And then we'll be back Saturday at...
yeah. So we're running silver at 9 o'clock in the morning. Then we'll break. Everybody will come back for lunch. We'll do a 12 to 1 pause of the tournament. 1 o'clock silver division will kick off their playoffs, and then gold will resume in that time frame. But the broadcast will kick off at 2:30.
And it's 7 groups of 4, round robin,
Yep. So
followed by double or single?
single elimination.
Single.
Top 2 from every group go through. So 14 teams into a single elimination bracket.
And how does that work with buys? 6 teams get a buy?
Nope. 2 teams get a bye. Best 2 overall records. Plus minus. Balls 4.
How does that work?
So everybody will be reseeded. So we'll grab 2 from every division. 14 teams. They'll all be reseeded 1 to 14 based on their points. Plus minus.
12. You have 6. How does it work bracket-wise? You have 12 in the first round, and then you have 8 in the second round? Okay, I get it. Figured it out. Cool.
Cool.
What do you think? Are we going to see a Canadian winner or an American winner?
So yeah, my top 4, I'm saying here, top 4 will be got to consider the defending champs from last year. So Guido and Tony Patilio.
Guido Cancellieri?
That's right. Yeah. Peter Baldessara,
Baldessara, yeah.
and Elfie,
That's the
the
team.
fan favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the team. So I'm taking them. I'm taking Val and Matt,
Okay.
and my U.S. lock, yourself and Lou.
There we go.
There
I'll
it
take
is.
that. I was waiting for you to throw us
It
a bone
was.
there.
I
The
told-
American
yeah,
team.
I know. I said it right from the beginning when we had the teams. I said you guys adapted well here when you were here in March, and now PRV it's open. So
I'm still mad about that one Volo that got called short against me. You know how many times I watched that replay?
his Ralph is here. Bring it up with him.
That's all right. Wonderful. Was there anything else?
Yeah. So I just before we ended, I just want to make an announcement for our our 9th annual tournament champions. We're going to a 4-person from a 2-man to a 4-man tournament. Just want to put it out there now. So hopefully no other tournaments are blocked on that
Same weekend?
that weekend. within the month we'll know. We'll confirm. It's looking like it's going to be the beginning of May.
Beginning of May. Okay.
Yeah. So 4-person, it will be 2 on each end, similar to ABC in Dallas. 9 games guaranteed, 8 per group. So we're just going for a lot of bocce. We're hoping for a big prize pool. The way we're looking at it now, it's like 10 grand split out between 2 divisions.
Awesome. So you'd still do 2 divisions. You said 8 per group?
8 per group, and so very similar to Dallas. You'll have 8 in the group. Top 4 will go to gold. Bottom 4 will go to silver division, and then play a double elimination bracket out of there.
Starting with a gold and a silver too, or no?
No,
just one.
Everybody mixed into one group.
And then
And then break out for playoffs. Yeah.
Is there anything, just out of curiosity, for the teams in gold that the top 2 advance to the bracket, right? The bottom 2 they're done?
For this tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, bottom 2 are done.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll get your 3 games guaranteed, and then
better one. The rest is up to you.
go to the bar.
Hey, it's not always the worst thing. Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think I got any more questions.
No. Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, hopefully it's a good weekend. Catch the broadcast. We have, like I said, a lot of American teams here. So happy to have you guys all in. On behalf of me and Jim. We want to thank you guys for always coming out and supporting us, and we're happy to be on BBN for your first Canadian Open tournament.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We are. We're curious to see, even being here and having the guys practice. It's a little different elements of strategy, right? Like they were talking about some things that it's like, oh no, this is open. Like you can do this.
Yep.
You don't have to. You got this different shot possibility here. So be curious to see what the difference is. I mean, we already kind of have an idea from past tournaments in the States, but I think we'll see it, especially maybe with some more local teams here, see like how they adapt to the different game calling of open rules.
Yeah, plus we're using steel Polino, which we are not used to, right? We're used to the ceramic, but
I mean, on these courts, this should still go pretty far if you hit it.
If you hit it, yeah. Just the whole use of the steel Polino is, to a lot of our players, is different, right? Especially the ones that don't travel to the States.
Mm-hmm.
They're always used to playing with ceramic, so.
Awesome. Well, yeah, so you see the schedule on your screen there. We'll be back at 5 o'clock Eastern tomorrow from the Chicharro Club here through probably about midnight. And then we will be back again Saturday afternoon for the conclusion. We're still going to have some round robin?
Yeah. So
last round of round robin?
Yeah. So 2 round robin games played tomorrow, and then 1 on Saturday, and then if you make it through playoffs. Yep.
Or beers.
Bars. Yeah. Either or.
Everybody's a winner here.
Yes.
All right, folks. There you have it. Big Empire Cup this weekend, Extreme this weekend, and now the OBL draft registration is open. So thank you very much for tuning in to this, what might be the shortest episode ever of Respect the Line. Kept it real concise today. Think you're gonna hop on the court, play a little bit? Or you got more work to do?
I got more work, man. A lot of setup to do still. So.
I'm going to play. I'm going to pretend I don't have any more work to do, even though I do. And I'm going to get some practice in. So thank you, folks, very much for tuning in. I don't know how to wrap up the Respect the Line show. I know how to wrap up the broadcast. I don't know. From everybody here at the Chicharro Club in Vaughan, Ontario, Canada, Frankie DiMatteo, Mike Chaldone, this has been Respect the Line, and we will be back at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for the beginning of the Extreme Bocce League Tournament of Champions. Until then, you take it easy.
Peace.